Okay, we're going to be taking a walk. I hope you hear me. This is the bar next door that has a lot of noise. And I've mentioned to you many times that when we walk, we tend to go through parking lots. So I thought we would look at the different parking lots that we're going through today. You're welcome to comment. Azure's not commenting. Is Hamilton still on?
I don't know.
Hamilton was on, and parking lot's filled here, and it's a Sunday, so there's a good chance that there's actually a play on. We could go down past there.
Sure.
This is the federal building that's owned by the ex-mayor of Providence, and as far as I know, wherever I've lived, it's the only federal building that's owned by somebody who has a vested interest in the city instead of owned by the federal government. And this is their parking lot. He also has an office in the federal building. Here's a historic church.
And he owns the building the state archives rent from.
That's right. That's the State Archive building over there. He owns that. The city is not immune from influence, to put it really
There's cars in that.
mildly. Oh, there are cars over here, which there usually weren't, but now they've opened up that lot. Anyway, the church here has really nice grounds. But we're going to go a different direction. The bars all along here stay open very late at night, and noise level gets to be 70 or 80 decibels, which makes sleep almost impossible. We're just right on the other side there of that building. So this is an exercise in situationism. So we cross here. There's a local police station there. And down there, where the Hamilton plays and a bunch of other things. Anything coming? We have the right of way here. And here's the police station. That's a very busy downtown. And we go straight, again staying within kind of a parking lot jaunt. Here's a parking lot. And this is Johnson and Wales College around here. The colleges own a large part downtown, don't pay taxes. One of the reasons I think Providence is so poor, you can see the church through there, and there's a nice fountain over there. It doesn't work, but reminds me of England. There used to be a dead rabbit over there, but rabbit's not there anymore. This is one of the areas you can look for slime molds in better weather. So we're going this way. Looks like a hurricane hit that. And then now we're coming to a unusual sight, another municipal parking lot.
Next to apartment buildings built on open land.
Yeah, the land here, when we first moved here, was called the I-95 land. When the highway was moved, there was a lot of green space that opened up. But the green space is all gone.
Or 195.
195, yeah, you're right. You can see here, there's two
Hamilton.
trucks there. Yeah, Hamilton's being packed up and something else will come in. And now we're going through another parking lot. And over here, you can see this is still another parking lot. So you have a choice of places to walk through. This is all new building in a few years since we've been here. The I-95 land was cleared decades ago, but it's only recently that there's been this land grab. So we can, I guess, go down this way. Yeah, let's go down this way though. You can pull ahead of those people or go over this way. Can we get through that gate? Is that gate open?
Yeah.
There's a hat with the number 3 on it. So now we're going through another parking lot. This again is all new construction. That's all new down there. This is an older building. Can we go around there, or is that closed off now?
Well, we squozed by last time.
We squoze. We're gonna, I think we can squoze again. As you can see here, this used to be a parking lot on the other side too. So we lost the rights to that parking lot. Squoze time. Oh, there's a wire now. Okay, now here, I actually run into a street. If we go over here, there's no light there, but there's, then we cut across through here. Do you want to go by the, down there, through there and there? Yeah, it's exciting. Which way do you suggest? Here's a field that you used to not be able to cross. Now you can cross.
Well, and it was a parking lot for a year.
It's a parking lot for a year. Then there were rabbits and a little bit of wilderness that took off here. And that's disappeared.
And it was fenced in.
And it was fenced in. So now we can cross here. And we have a small parking lot here. Wow. And many's a time, my wife and I have sat on that bench and stared into the sunset for hours on end. Not really, but we did use it as a rest and relaxation place. Or just looking at the rabbits. And I don't know if you can tell, but there'd be no rabbits here at all. So over here to our left, there was a lot of mullein growing around here, and mullein here, they bulldozed first. This whole area was a little bit of wilderness over here, but
there were mounds like this.
But they were like 15 feet tall, and they bulldozed the whole thing, flattened it, planted grass and turned it into kind of scrubland. It was kind of beautiful beforehand, and you could watch a lot of animals. And still down here, you've got a little mullein. Mullein is the weed that generally grows along the boundaries of these spaces. So here we can cross, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're crossing another parking lot. And what's this building called? The Innovation Center or something?
Wexner Innovation Center.
Wexner Innovation Center, which is not fully occupied.
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID, but I don't think it was fully occupied beforehand either.
No, but it just opened before the pandemic.
Well, what they said, what I read was they had, I think Cambridge or something has rented 2 floors of Brown has, and the rest of it,
Cambridge, but Brown has.
yeah, and the rest of it has stayed empty. So we go through this parking lot, and then over here, what we're going to actually do is leave the parking lots. I think. Yeah?
Yeah. Briefly.
Briefly. And go to the Providence Pedestrian Bridge. Then do you want to go along the bridge?
Sure.
Okay. So here's it. We usually cut through this parking lot. Actually, let's do it this way. Because we're...
To the parking lot.
Keep to the parking lots because we're video until we get to the more bridgey area. This is going to be far too high contrast, by the way. I don't think anybody's going to be able to see anything.
Well, we're also getting to the area of parking garages.
Yeah, that's true. As you pointed out, straight ahead is a parking garage.
Garages.
Well, that's one, isn't it, right there?
Yeah, but there's also one over here.
Where?
See where that
Oh.
T is?
Oh, yeah, so there's 2 parking garages over there. So
I think they might be both owned by Brown.
you might begin to understand that a route might not be the most, we can cross here, might not be the most scenic. You can look, we're on the westish side of things. You can look over there onto the east side, which is wealthy, unbelievably wealthy. It's where the universities are and the professional people. And now I will probably go and get killed. Now people are actually stopping. And then this is the pedestrian bridge.
Oh, they reopened this again.
They did. So can we go that way?
No, that's
That's closed off.
National Grid or something. I don't know, it's a power substation.
Yeah, that's all new. Where I'm pointing over there, they had some amazing, I think this is where the antique towers were and the falcon nests.
Yeah, it was behind this
Yeah, it was up
Brown
there.
building.
Up there, so busy little people out here. This was closed off because it was graffitied and vandalized a lot through here. I think now that it's winter, there'll be less vandalization. So they're maybe letting people up, and we might be able to go down to the water on this side. So this bridge was, I forget how many millions. You don't remember, do you? It cost a lot of millions to make. And it's built on the pylons of the old I-195 bridge. And there's an outlet there. And then down here, we used to come and photograph birds here a lot. There would be tons and tons of cormorants, in particular Canada geese also. And then sometimes various things like loons would come in here also. It was rather remarkable. So we're off the parking lot side of things. And now that this is open, we can go down here and look up at the bridge. There was some indication there were homeless people down here, but I don't think there really are. It's also too cold for that. This fence is new. This is the older fence. You used to be able to go right up, and you can see why it'd be really remarkable down there. But now they have this fence up. There was an enormous mullein here that was growing, and every time I came down here I was photographing it, but I don't see any sign. And I think it must have been chopped down. So this goes around, and you can look up here to the Pedestrian Bridge, which is actually rather nice. I don't know where this ends. This used to end over here. I don't know whether you can now go through or not, or whether it's still ending down here. Oh, look. Oh! We now have a walkway. Haha. The intrepid explorers notice a new walkway. So we're under the bridge. And here you can see up here the Providence River. Down there, by the way, there are hurricane gates, hurricane barriers, which are sort of hard to see.
Oh, you can't see from here.
Oh, because yeah, you're right. They're behind that bridge. There are two bridges. I can zoom in a little. And then there's the power plant, Brown University buildings. We've done all kinds of exploration work here, a lot. It looks like this is something where you ring when you go through or turn a light on, or something.
Or it's just accidentally hanging down.
No, I think it's deliberate, it's a chain. Various birds. Okay, so...
They're gulls. It's not that various.
No, they're various gulls. Most of them are ring-nosed, but not all. Yes? There's a black-backed.
Oh, I think that young one is a blackback.
That's black-backed, that's a black-backed. So the two black-backed gulls.
Three of them.
Yeah, let's see. There's one. There's one. Okay. We do our best to oh my God, to avoid people, because Rhode Island's become a really hot spot again. There's the old church, the First Baptist Church.
No, not that one. Oh yeah.
not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure. It may be down farther.
I think it's down further.
Right, so that's not the First Baptist Church. The First Baptist Church is down farther. But we haven't taken this path before. We've snuck on it. We had to climb parts of it. We had to climb over fences and stuff. But here, it looks like it's finally open. So this is a joy to behold. Over there on the steps, if you can see them, people feed birds. Mostly mallards and geese, but occasionally there'll be something else there. There was a baby cormorant there at one point. The swans are still there. So here, what goes here? It looks like the path splits.
Well, yeah, the more parking lots.
Yeah.
Or straight along the water.
So we're going this way. Yeah, there's more parking lots up there. Which I can show you in a minute because I know you're fascinated by this endlessly meandering walk. So all this area up here, let me see if I can zoom in on it. All this area up here is parking lots. Some will be built on, some won't, some will stay parking lots. So we're now going along the river. We have our two sort of resident swans out there. More construction here. All this is construction. All of these buildings. And there's a parking lot over there, which I can't get to go into focus, but that's okay. Okay. So now we're taking a walk in the wild side. We can't go over to the nice, clean area anymore. There are times we've had to turn back on this before this was constructed like this, which is beautiful. We had to turn back because there were people who looked dangerous. And yeah, drugs and stuff. So there's a swan doing a swan thing. So I hope you're enjoying this trip so far. For me, it's just filled with excitement. Early days in Providence. Have we walked this since we've been back? I didn't think so. That's true. There's some skateboarders up there. You want to go up this way? And then we'll go down again. So this is filled with like memorial gardens of various sorts here. We can go down here. This one is for memorial, this fountain. Memorial for Compassion, Remembrance of Children Who Died. I'm not sure exactly what that means here. The skateboard is ahead. We go back down to the water here. I don't think we should go down there at the moment. I don't know who that's a statue of, offhand. Do you?
Irish Famine or something?
Oh, this is the Irish Famine Memorial.
Well,
That makes
it's
sense.
part of this.
Yeah, here. On the other side over there, there's a Holocaust Memorial. There's lots of this here. So, over here is a bridge where we've often gone on, even in the winter sometimes when it's icy, to look for fish and other bird life, waterfowl of various types. Right now there's kind of nothing down here. Sometimes people sleep out here also. So there's the other church. That's the First Baptist.
The white.
The white one, yes. Which is still at a fair distance. And there's a vista. Okay? So now we have a choice. How do you want to go back?
The parking lots.
Yeah, through the parking lot. That makes sense. The parking lots are the fastest way to get anywhere here. It also means you're avoiding people who aren't wearing masks. And that's a good thing. So here's a mural to indigenous people. And here, I think we could just run it. Maybe not.
Well, on this side.
This side we can definitely run it. It's a whole canal bridge system here. And yeah, well, it's a canal up further. So let's see. You want to go by there? You want to go which way?
There's more parking lots.
Okay, yeah, let's. We just made it kind of a big circle.
We're going this way or
I don't know, what do you think? What's the fastest way?
to what? Home?
Yeah. I don't know. 50 of one, half a dozen of another. Parking lot. Is that the custom house right there?
No, that one is.
That's the custom house. I can hardly see it here. I forget what this is. This is all downtown. But so we go this way now. We have the unfortunate thing that we're on the street for a few minutes, but luckily there's a parking lot over there.
And a garage.
And a garage there. And an upper level parking lot there. This whole area had colonial buildings, 19th century buildings, and so forth. And they don't really have any good public transport here. So what happens is you can see parking lots through parking lots here. It's just parking lots. Most of the time when we walk, we're just walking through parking lots. I've been studying a patch of mullein, which was unfortunately cut down a few weeks ago. Completely, so it's gone, but I was studying it for years. And that bordered between two parking lots. If you look over here, you can see we're in a great spot here if you want to study parking lots, because there's more parking lots down there. And there's really, the downtown here is now scattered among the parking lots. Oh, this building is for sale. Over here, we have, to our right, we have a parking lot, which we haven't shown you before, so it's actually quite exciting.
Oh, that building next to the parking lot is an old parking garage that's still a parking garage.
Where is that?
That building.
This building. Oh, so this is a parking garage.
Yeah, but like an old one.
It's old. So it's antique. They still have cobblestone streets here, but most of them are wrecked. Even here you can see this one down there. It's patched badly, but there's also a depression indicating that the street is collapsing. In some places the streets do collapse. So now we're going up. Let's see, should we go this way and then we could go to the other parking lot?
What other parking lot?
Well, where we turn off.
What
No.
parking lot?
Wait a second, let me just think.
We're in garage land.
No, but
There's lots here.
well, okay, let's go this way then. No, if you go the other way, you go by P-Pack, and then on the other side of P-Pack, you take a right, and then you go through a small parking lot.
Up here.
Oh, so I'm in the wrong place altogether. Are you sure? Of course you are.
That's, I think, the back corner of P-Pack. Do you see where it juts
Where?
out brick?
Yeah, wait a second. Here's a couple. Here's another parking lot. Well, there's two. Well, I don't know. Yeah. There's two. Here's one. You can see through there, you can see signs of another. And then there's another parking lot up there. So Providence has gone from being a really intensely cultured town to a system of parking lots with most things torn down to make way for urban renewal that has ignored most of the city, including the plaza by the cathedral that was built by I.M. Pei and is now turned into a total ruin.
And dedicated to unborn babies.
Dedicated to unborn babies. So here Let's see, I think we should go just straight, yes?
I can't get in.
We can't get in. Or can we? Is that open? No, the gates are...
And
This is a gates closed. This is Johnson Wales campus. On the other side of it over there, you can see a parking lot.
we're going to have to turn because Hamilton is blocked off the street.
Oh,
Well, we might be able to walk by the sidewalk on the far side. I see
yeah, we're going to
people
walk
walking.
by Hamilton. This is the closest we've gotten to seeing it.
I think all these trunks are theirs.
These are the Hamilton trunks, yeah. I don't know if you can walk by though. Let's find out.
There's two people on that car side of the sidewalk.
Okay. Oh my God, look more.
I've never seen so much stuff.
I think they had a circ or something there that had a lot of stuff. So we're walking by Hamilton. I hope you're enjoying the play. Hamilton Phillip. And more Hamilton. So this might as well be a parking lot. Let's see, should we cross and see if we can go over that side? Yeah, we can do this. Oh, it says please use other sidewalk. There's a Hamilton guy there. And then over here,
There's a parking garage.
where?
Down there.
Oh yeah, there's a,
I think maybe that's the one you got parking.
I know. No, I thought where you take the right. Should we go straight or to the right? What do you think we should do here?
Well, I don't know. What do you want? I have no idea where you want this.
It's pretty simple. We're exploring the parking lots of Providence. Because I'm sure people will be
Yes.
fascinated. Here's another parking garage. Hello! Here's another parking garage.
That's Johnson and Wales.
That's Johnson and Wales, yeah.
We're back to where we were earlier, but if we go up ahead, there's more.
Or should we take a right and cut diagonally through the church parking lot?
Well, we did that before. We did that before, so
Did
you
we?
should go up to the new batch of parking.
Okay. So you pass these buildings on the way down. And
See, we came in from there.
yeah,
We need to go straight. We can turn,
no, it's fine.
but you'll still have a new batch of.
There's nothing like a new parking lot to give us joy. This is a great architectural detail, if you notice here, where there's one parking lot's lower than the other, and it's beautifully landscaped between the two parking lots. This is where we came out, I think. No, it isn't. But this, I've actually seen things parked there too. Oh, look, this is open. This is strange. Johnson Wales, we've actually seen things parked here as well. Okay. if you notice somewhat of a relative absence of public transportation, that is because there is such a thing here.
It's my parents.
Call back in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Parking lot.
Can I call you back in 10 minutes? We're just almost home. Okay.
And then up here, this is great because we're passing 2 parking lots. Actually, there's 3. There's one back in there. And there's one here. There's one up there. So we have. What are you looking at?
Approaching one on the left.
Oh yeah, there's a parking lot coming up on the left. I feel naked when we have to go off the parking lots. I can just look over a fence because they're homey. Sometimes the cars have just turned off and there's a little bit of heat being generated. Sometimes there's nice people. But, okay, so here's another parking lot which we haven't passed before. It's connected with Johnson and Wales. And there's construction going on over there. These used to be, when we first came here 8 years ago, green spaces for birds, all kinds of wildlife. It's all gone. What?
Oh, that's the one we like to sit in.
Yeah, we would sit at the edge of the parking lot up there. Through the plague, you can see that. Okay. So, now we're going this way. The beautiful thing about this vista is you get to see 2 parking lots in one, or is it 1 parking lot in 2? We really haven't got a clue. Okay, so now we're walking.
Well, and there's, look at all the street parking.
Yeah, there's a lot of street parking here. There's not much green space.
This is new.
What is new?
This street parking. I
Oh,
don't think it had these diagonal things before.
I don't either.
That's new.
So we have more parking spaces. You would think Providence is a thriving city, but it's a poor city with the worst school system in the country and rising crime rate and very bad COVID at the moment, very bad. So it's not actually thriving, and actually hasn't been thriving for the 8 years we've been here. But the one thing about having the streets cleared is it does give you a chance to get unobstructed views of parking lots, which have, obviously, as you can see, they have their own glory. So we're going to go straight. More street parking here, but we're going to go straight. There's also, I think, parking lot over there. Yeah, the parking lot's over there. Parking lot's down there. Because if we go straight, we can show you what happened to the IMP building, IMP Plaza and buildings.
Well, then
Which-
should we go up here?
No, okay, I just want to shoot from a distance. It's too depressing. I mean, it's really exciting from a distance to look. You'll see and you'll be amazed. Anyway, I'm also tired, and if you walk this far with me, you'd be utterly exhausted and ready to fall asleep. Up there, that's towards more parking lots. This has the largest percentage, I think, of any city terms of parking lots related to actual buildings that people would use, and that makes us, I can't tell you, but to call it proud would be really an understatement. It's just phenomenal.
Parking lot.
Parking lot.
Parking garage.
Parking up there and
Well,
parking
there's
down
parking.
there, yeah. Parking lot.
Street parking.
Street parking. Parking lot.
A separate parking lot.
Separate parking lot. And on the other side,
Somebody's parking in here.
it's a separate parking lot. Well, that's security. That's a special parking lot. So, here I am at 78, having been in so many places around the world, highly educated, and now what I do is I am reduced to counting parking lots. Azure humors me. There's a nice tree, look. Azure humors me. So if you look up here, this is towards the cathedral. And this is IMP's Plaza, which is ruined. I think we're still running. Well, I'm just going to shoot up to get, from here you can get you see, that's the top of the cathedral, which is again enshrouded for repairs. And, okay, now we go down through here. This is the other part of IMP's thing. It looks beautiful in this light, but as you can see here, things are just torn up all over the place. Nothing gets repaired here. And you go up the hill and it's a lot worse. This looks small, but it's also used as a parking lot. We go down here. This is getting, I think, increasingly exciting. We have empty space here, which they have paved over, I think, for school children, or at least growing nothing there. So again, there's no green space. But it's better than having them play out in a parking lot. So we can walk to the middle. They've turned the street mainly, as you can see here, into a parking lot. And this way it's parking. It's not a parking lot, but it's a bike lane. Let's see, can we cross?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now we're going home back into our building. If you remember, if you've watched this far, here's the two bars. This one we've had to call the police on a number of times. We have people outside. This one is better, but not perfect. And if I come out here, this is where we live, facing the federal building again. And yeah, we could let him in. We can let you in. Sir, we can let you in.
Thank you, thank you.
Sorry. Hi. It's chilly out there.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sorry.
And people just leave their boxes on the benches.
You're welcome. You too. So now that we're here and we're still running for some reason, take you up in the elevator.